Hi guys, so for today's video I'm going to do a review on the Maybelline The Smokes palette. So this little guy, I didn't even know this one existed. To be honest, I was at Walgreens and I was just browsing through the makeup and I was at the cashier, literally at the cashier at the cosmetics counter, and I turned around and noticed that in place of where the nudes palettes were, I saw a different like color from one of the palettes. I'm like, whoa, that's new. So I looked closely and it was this guy, and this is the Smokes palette, the second palette in Maybelline's line. I guess they're gonna do a series. Upon investigation or research online, they have 3 so far and only 2 have been released to my knowledge, and the third one I'm really excited about because it's called the Brights. And yeah, so I'm excited about that, some more colors. But anyway, back to this guy. Same exact structure as the nudes palette. Those are the colors. So as you can see, you get a lot of gray smoky colors, like a bluish color, and also some neutral colors to throw in the mix. And I did create this look with this palette, and I will have a tutorial for this look. I will post it after I post this review. So to get right into the palette here, there are a mixture of shimmers and mattes. I believe there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would say 5 truly matte colors, and yeah, I would say 5 truly matte colors and 7 non-matte colors. I don't, one of them looks like it has actual glitter particles, not just shimmer. So I will go ahead and show you guys the palette once more, and then we'll get right into the swatches. So here are the swatches. And as you can see, some of these colors are hit and miss, just as the nudes palette. It's not gonna be perfect, and it certainly isn't going to be the most pigmented palette you can get, but I think it's a great option for the drugstore. I think Maybelline is breaking barriers when it comes to, you know, producing these palettes for the drugstore, because there aren't a lot of drugstore options that are affordable drugstore prices. This palette is approximately $9.99 to $12.99 depending on where you get it. Some you might be able to find it for less depending on where you go. At Walgreens, this was $11.99. So I'm just going to give you a brief description of the colors by the swatch. So this first color here is a bluish gray color. It's a gorgeous color. It is very pigmented, and I really like that one. The second one here in the palette, it looks almost like a taupey silvery purple color, and yeah, it's not pigmented. Barely at all. The third color is an off black. I think it could look black in some light, but yeah, it's an off black, but it does have glitter in it, not just shimmer. If you can see, it's got silver glitter in it. The fourth color here is a nice champagne-y color. It's a gorgeous color. You see that shimmer right through. It catches the light perfectly. The fourth color is a purpley taupe darker color, and it's also not too pigmented, but it's definitely workable. And the last color is a nice dark silver, I would say like a silvery chrome color, and it's pigmented and it is a gorgeous shimmer color. The second row, the first color is a nice medium mid-tone brown. It's such a gorgeous color, and it is pretty pigmented, so I really like that color. The second one is another almost similar to the first champagne color, but a little bit pinker and warmer toned. Really pretty color, nice shimmer. The third color also seems to have some glitter in it, but it's like a grayish chrome color as well, almost like a gunmetal color. This color here is a nice light silver color, and it's a silver shimmer, and it is really pretty, and it's probably the most pigmented color here in the palette. This color here is a nice, I would say like a purple blue color, and it has a tiny bit of shimmer, purple blue color, and it does have a little bit of shimmer, but it's not very visible. It's mostly matte. And this last color that you can barely see is a nice light pink color, and it appears to be matte. So those are the swatches of all the colors in the palette. So as I said, with the nudes palette, this palette is, I wouldn't say it's a must-have for everybody, but I do think that it is a great drugstore palette. It is nice. It does create a nice smoky look, as you can see in my look today. But I don't know, some of the colors, like I said, are hit and miss, but I do think that it's definitely worth checking out if it looks like something you would like. By the swatches, you can tell that some of them are very pigmented while others are barely there. But I think for the most part, most of these colors are definitely wearable and workable. They're very blendable. All of the colors that I used in today's look worked blended wonderfully. And they were pretty, the ones that are opaque, meaning if they're pigmented, they're gonna go on pigmented. I'm still experimenting with this palette, but I do like the look that I came up with today, and for it to be created with a drugstore product, I think that's amazing. I really admire Maybelline for coming out with these palettes, and I'm so excited for the last palette. Hopefully it's not the last, hopefully it's the last in this series, but hopefully they'll branch out and other cosmetics lines will fall right into place as far as palettes are concerned. It does come with the double-ended applicator as before, the regular sponge tip, and then the thinner sponge tip, which actually is pretty useful. As opposed to having two of the regular size sponge tips, I really like the more narrow side. As with the first palette, it does separate them into duos, trios, and quads in order to create certain looks. So I think that's pretty cool for beginners and anybody who you might be gifting this to. So overall, I think this is a very nice palette for the drugstore. I do like it. I do like what Maybelline is doing as far as this line. And I think it would make a great gift, especially now that the holidays are coming faster than everybody anticipated. I think it does make a great gift, especially for a makeup lover or for somebody who's a beginner. So I think it all around somebody would enjoy this, especially it being from the drugstore and being affordable. If you need the tutorial to convince you, it will be up soon after this review, just to, if you want to get a glimpse into how it works out. So that was my quick review on the Maybelline The Smokes palette. Hope to see you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.